In this video, I will show you how to test an autocomplete input or a search input using Magic Inspector. Generally speaking, when we want to fill an input using Magic Inspector, we'll just use the fill input action. However, autocomplete are a different kind of input. As you can see, for example, at Nike.com, when I click on the search bar, the input reacts and starts showing some results, as it does every time I will press a key of my keyboard. As you can see, every time I press a new key, the results update. Generally speaking, this behavior is common to all autocomplete. However, they can still be different from a visual standpoint. For example, this autocomplete works the same way, but is much simpler from a visual standpoint. Let's jump right into it and see how we can test the Nike search bar using Magic Inspector. The first thing we're going to do is to use a click element action to trigger the autocomplete input. So we'll click on the input. Here I will describe my input in natural language. So I will just say the search input. Let's run the scenario to see if it activates. As you can see, the AI found the element and it clicked on it. So the autocomplete input is now activated. What we need to do now is to simulate the user is pressing some keys to fill the input. So let's go back to edition mode and add a new instruction of type use keyboard. This action type will help us to simulate that the user is pressing every key we want of the keyboard. As you can see with this icon, we are in type methods, which means we can enter a text and the AI will simulate the user is pressing every single key required to type the text using the keyboard. Let's resume our test. And as you can see, it worked. The AI filled out the autocomplete input with the right value, and you can see the search results got updated. Now we have some results. Let's try to click on the first result of the list, for example. Let's go back to edition mode and add a click element instruction. Here we need to describe the element we want to click on in natural language. Depending on how your autocomplete is made in a visual standpoint, you may want to change the model used to describe your element. Here I will use the visual mode and ask to click on the first product of the list. Let's resume our test. As you can see, the AI found the first product and will click on it. And boom, that's how you can test an autocomplete in no time using Magic Inspector.